All right, guys, on to my second sponsor. And once again, it's Mars Hydro. Mars Hydro did give me that TS, I believe, 600. My daughter's using it. She's enjoying it very much. I am going to give some updates on that light. I set her up with a little grow tent at her house, and she's just enjoying growing with it. This right here is the Mars Hydro SP150. I'm actually really excited about this light because even though it's a 2x2 recommended light, this is the absolute perfect light to use with some of my bigger lights. And like I said, all my lights will have their own plant that they'll be growing, but I can't wait to actually add this to incorporate it with some of the other lights. So it does have a nice little user manual in there. I have not read it yet, obviously. There will be a second video to all the lights that I'll be doing. One thing I didn't show on the Osprey on the last video is it did come with a nice little ratchet set, just like this one does. This one actually has two. And then I know these brackets are probably to hold the light as well. So, packaged really well. Mars Hydro has been around for a long time. It's what I grew up with. And this is kind of a beautiful light. Really excited about it. We're going to end up plugging it in. I love the fact that these drivers are off of the lights. And the one thing that I do like about these two is they are unmountable. So you can unmount them. You could change them out easier, things like that. I have seen lights where the drivers are just kind of tack welded on to the light, and yeah, I could see how the difficulty would be with that, is if they went bad. So I would assume that you could replace it if needed. All right, we'll get that plugged in here in a second. Let's see what else is in this box here. Oh, digging the stickers from Mars Hydro. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, we'll get those flattened out and get them cleaned up. All right, and then a little piece of wood here. All of that just for its security, so very well packaged light here. I'm going to read you some of the specs that I know about on this light. So, starts out Mars Hydro LED grow light, 2x2 coverage, full spectrum grow light for indoor plant, veg, and flower. 135 watts, so that's really low. Considering it has 322 LEDs in this strip here. So, I'm telling you guys, LED is definitely the way to go. If you're still using HPS and things of that nature, it's just the past. And I'm telling you right now, there's just so many benefits to LED. So if you're still on the bulb, man, get away from it. Get over to the LEDs and start using the diodes. All right, let's take a look at some other things here. Max yield, they're saying 2.5 grams per watt. You know, it is what it is, depending on the grower, man. You know, just because you buy this light, don't expect to get 2.5 grams just because you own this light. But, you know, it is what it is with what you use. So, good genetics in the seeds, good nutrients, things like that, you're gonna do better, okay? I'm going to give you a lot of details this season, so make sure you take a look at all those details and all those videos that I'll be sharing. All right. Efficient heat sink, noise-free, fanless design, grow light. All casings are heat sink, which makes heat dissipate off the lamp. Designed for home growers, fans get noisy when long time use. Bring you a fanless, quiet grow experience. Obviously, I'm reading this stuff. So, let me show you what they're kind of telling you here. These are the heat sinks, and you can see it's just metal after metal, and it's got, you know, it's got spacing in between it, but it's attached directly to the light. So as this light gets hot, it's going to dissipate that heat up into here, and it's just going to kind of just blow itself off. So you've seen some of the bulkier lights all encased and everything. They need to have fans in them. Because they have these heat sinks in here, it's just going to dissipate all that off, all right? And that's what that means. Okay, flexible hanging ways, LED lights. says you can face it up, down, left, right, any direction you would like. Not only available to hang it vertically to increase penetration, but also you can hang it horizontally. So you can, this light is recommended to hang every way. Now, one thing it says is you can use it as a side light, you know. Put it right down between your light, or between your plants, and get a little side view. So, I'm a little iffy on that, okay? What I don't like is if it gets underneath the leaves, you're not doing anything that benefits the plants itself. So if you're gonna hang it as a side light, you wanna keep it slightly above your plant canopy, okay? Slightly above your plant canopy, so that way it gets that top of the fan leaves. You don't wanna be underneath it, okay? I can tell you that right now, you don't wanna do that, okay? So even though they recommend any direction, trust me on this, you don't wanna be underneath that, all right? One of the other things it says is waterproof 100%, okay? So 50% longer lifespan compared to other brand lights. And the fact that it's waterproof, just a great thing. So those of you that know that when you grow, you get a lot of humidity. It's not so much about pouring water on it, but you're gonna get a lot of humidity. And you know, if you don't have a light that can handle that, then you're gonna have some problems. Let's see here, recommended hanging distance. I'm not going to give you all that info because we're going to do another video on par. And I just want to say thank you very much. And let's get this light on. Let's go ahead and plug it in and take a look at it. So the one thing about this light is it's really, really bright, but no dimmables, okay? So that's the only thing that I can see about this light that I would question. So for germination, things like that, you're going to look at about 24 inches. And then you're looking about 18 inches for veg, and then about 12 to 18 inches for flower. Now, if you're not sure about LED lights, I recommend always using just 18 inches off. But definitely you want to be higher if you're in your seedling stage, okay? So 18 inches is a good round number for most LED lights. And you can see this is doing a really good job. Really bright, brightens up the entire area, but we're going to get the real results when we do the par test. So stay tuned for that video. Alright guys, I'm Envy, and you gotta envy that shit. Hey, go check out Mars Hydro. They've been around a long time. Show them some support. Alright guys, have a good one. Did it stop?